Welcome to the Daily News Network, and today you're on a mission with Jack Sears in Jacksonville, Florida, where we're reaching out to Lexington, Kentucky, and we're visiting with Stephen Seidel with the Seidel Agency. Welcome to the show, Stephen.
Thank you, Jack. It's an honor to connect. I love technology. It allows us to be in multiple places at one time, so I'm super excited to chat.
I do. And it's good to have a native son of the bluegrass state with us today. So,
yeah. Yes.
So let's get this party started. Our show talks about the mission of business, the mission of individuals, and how people are bringing that mission into reality. And I think the best way to get started is tell us a little bit about Stephen Seidel.
Well, thanks, Jack. So my name is Stephen Seidel. I'm actually originally from Philadelphia, but my wife is from Kentucky.
Okay.
Happy wife, happy life. So I ended up here in the bluegrass state via a couple stops in New York, LA, multiple locations. But I'm a graduate of Penn State. And as a young child, I always wanted to become a great father. I grew up as part of a divorce relationship, and I felt like my mission was to be a great father. And so that's typically what I'm doing here as on a personal level is how can I be a great father to my children? How can I inspire future generations? And how can I help those people and the vulnerable children within themselves realize that what they do and who they are is in fact a huge asset to this world and that they do in fact matter.
Wow, that is quite a mission. And is that what the mission of the Seidel Agency is all about?
It's adjacent to that. So the mission for our company is to do good, give back, make an impact. And what we ultimately do is we work with change makers. You've heard of socially conscious brands, social good. That's really the mission with the Seidel Agency is when you have a company, we want you to have a cause, a corporation, a community that you ultimately support. And so the way we walk through that is we start with your mission. What is it that you're doing? What is your why? Then we move into your message. Some people turn their mess into their message. And then after that, we get into your marketing and media. And then lastly, we want to build a movement around causes and the community and the charities that you believe in.
Your model sounds similar to the model of this show, right? My model for On a Mission is who are you, what do you want to be when you grow up, and how are you going to get there, right? And it sounds like you dovetail just perfectly into that. So, well, how's it going? How's your business going?
It's going fantastic. You know, we have our ups and our downs. It's been about a decade since we started. We started as a virtual CMO, but now we pivoted towards really connecting. Okay. I hate to use the term super connector, but that's what I am, is I have the ability to connect people to what they truly believe in. And I have a background. I was an entertainer at one point. So what we really want to lean in on are these change makers and their story, and how can we elevate them to the highest publications, pages, and stages so that we can impact as many people as possible. And so we've gone through our ups and our downs. Right now we're seeing huge progress with a lot of organizations with getting them recognized for awards and getting them trophies, because we are all award winners. Just because we don't have a trophy or a ribbon behind us doesn't mean that what we're not doing doesn't matter. And so that's where we've seen huge success, is diving in on their story, like Joseph Campbell and the hero's journey, and then allowing others to see the impact that they're delivering. And we partner with the Shorty Awards. And so that's an award where it's coming up. I don't know when this is going to get released, but the Shorty Awards is coming up and it goes around every year. But we work with a lot of award partners so that we can elevate your story.
Okay. Well, we got about 1 minute left before we have to wrap up. What are your goals? What's the future look like for the agency?
So the future for the agency is to continue to speak to individuals like you, Jack. It's an honor for what you deliver. I am a podcast junkie myself. I've created a few, both, educational and professional. And so what we really want to do is we want to connect with as many people as possible. We wanted to take your causes, your charities, your missions that you believe in, and find ways to push your story out there. We work a lot with franchises and emerging franchises, as well as other organizations that are starting, such as startups, so that they can really make an impact. My future business goal is to be on 10 podcasts in the next year and then to double our business revenue so that we can impact up to 5 million people with the campaigns that we're delivering, and to really make a difference in the lives of both the community, the consumer, and the company to create a win-win-win.
Outstanding. Well, listen, it's a marvelous mission. You've been a wonderful guest, and I hope your mission comes into reality. How would people connect with you? What's the best way to connect with you?
Thanks for asking, Jack. So my name is Steven Seidel. That's STEPHENSEIDEL. That username, Steven Seidel, across all social media. My company is called the Seidel Agency, so it's the SEIDEL agency.com. Also the same username across all platforms. A simple way to find us too is you can go to pushplayonpurpose.com. That'll take you to our website. Happy to give you a free audit. Also happy to give you 3 potential awards that your company would be perfect for after knowing your story a little bit further. And at the end of the day, always here to deliver support. If I keep it inside and we pass on and we don't leave a legacy, what good is it? So I'm here to empty the tank and help as many people as possible.
Excellent. Well, I hope people connect with you. You've been a marvelous guest on the show. Well, that's it, folks. That's the time we have here today on the Daily News Network, and you've been on a mission with Jack Sears. If you'd like to learn more about Steven, his agency, and a host of other things that are happening here in our community, be sure to revisit this interview and many others at thedailynewsnetwork.com. Until we get together next time, here's wishing you good health, much happiness, and remember, treat each other the way you'd like to be treated.